In the ancient times, the lands now considered Poland were inhabited by Indo-European tribes from around 10,000 BC up until the arrival of the Slavs. The Slavs constructed many cities, the most notable of which was Poznan, and also had to deal with annoying Asian tribes trying to occupy their land. In the 10th century, the first sovereign Polish state was established, but despite being a mix of many different ethnic groups such as the Polonians, Pomeranians, Vistulans, and more. This guy named Boleslav the Brave was considered the first Polish king, and he kind of just conquered territory and converted people to be Catholic. In 1386, the Polish queen married the Lithuanian Grand Duke, which resulted in Poland unifying with Lithuania. Later on, the Ottoman Empire was getting all big and scary, so a couple of European nations went to fight the Ottomans in modern-day Bulgaria. One of these nations happened to be Poland, and the Ottomans happened to beat the coalition, leaving with Poland with no king. Despite this loss, Poland soon entered their golden age as the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth became a democratic monarchy and was quite large. Later in the 17th century, the Ottomans were back at it again, and this time they were trying to take Vienna. But the Polish Hussars helped the Germans and Austrians fight the Ottomans, and they won. But all good things must come to an end, and later on, the Cossack Hetmanate gained independence from the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, which thus kick-started their downfall. Later on, the Swedes, Russians, Prussians, Cossacks, and other minor nations invaded Poland and reached the capital city, Warsaw. Poland did win, but at what cost? They had still been pretty beaten up, so it wasn't great. After that, Poland was yet again invaded, and this time they got partitioned for the first of many times, and after that they got invaded again, and also got partitioned again, and then after that it got partitioned again, this time to the point where it didn't even exist anymore. 123 years later, Mr. Napoleon decided to be a little bit silly and take over half the continent, and Poland became its own independent nation yet again, known as the Duchy of Warsaw, for helping Napoleon invade various nations. But then Mr. Napoleon made the fatal mistake of invading Russia in the winter and lost the war, resulting in Poland yet again becoming a part of Russia. But the Poles were not having it, as in 1830 the November Uprising happened, during which the Poles tried to get independence, but failed. They were severely punished for this. Then the January Uprising happened, which was also a failure. But then the Russian Empire started to fall, and with that, many regions inside the Russian Empire strived for independence, such as Finland, the Baltic states, Ukraine, and of course, Poland. Once World War I ended, it was stated in the Treaty of Versailles that Poland would gain independence, and unlike the Duchy of Warsaw, this time they had a coast. In 1920, however, there came the Polish-Soviet War, in which Poland was in a scary situation as the Bolsheviks were able to get pretty close to Warsaw, but the Poles made a comeback and won the war. After this, the first president of Poland was assassinated only a week after his election. William Henry Harrison has some competition. Another guy named Józef Pilsudski took control over Poland, bringing Poland further away from democracy and further towards authoritarianism. Soon after, the Nazis invaded Poland in 1939, starting World War II. Poland was already done for, but to make matters worse, the Soviets invaded Poland from the east along with the Nazis. I think we all know what happened in Nazi-controlled Poland, and in total, 1/6 of the entire Polish population was killed during the Second World War. Later in 1944, the Warsaw Uprising occurred, which was an event where the Polish army tried to become an independent state once again. After World War II, Poland was devastated, and they also moved west, as their borders changed from this to this. Poland joined the Warsaw Pact, and they still weren't living too great as it essentially became a Stalinist regime. Despite all of this, there were still many people asking for freedom, but they would have to wait until 1989 to overthrow their communist government. Despite this, they still experienced quite a lot of inflation after transitioning from a communist to capitalist nation. In 1999, the country joined NATO, and in 2004, they joined the European Union. And yeah, that's pretty much it, so bye!